The Galactic Council had deemed planet Kepler 442b uninhabitable for sentient life. The designation wasn't due to its atmosphere, which was perfectly breathable, or its gravity, which sat at a comfortable 1.2 standard units. It was the oceans. Those vast, churning bodies of liquid that covered 70% of the planet's surface were filled with a corrosive substance the galaxy had learned to fear: sodium chloride solution. Saltwater, Commander Zixthar of the Valorian Empire, stood on the beach, his 4 eyes wide with a mixture of horror and fascination as he watched the human survey team prepare their equipment. The fine grains beneath his articulated feet felt pleasant enough, but the roaring waves just meters away sent involuntary shivers through his exoskeleton. "Commander, the humans they're going toward the water," his second officer, Krina, whispered through their communication link. Her voice carried the same disbelief that Zixthar felt churning in his primary stomach. "I can see that," Zixthar replied, adjusting his protective suit settings. Even standing this close to the Saltwater made his species-sensitive skin prickle with warning signals. The human leading the team was a female, named Dr. Sarah Chen. She wore a strange black suit that covered most of her body but left her arms and legs exposed below the joints. In her hands, she carried a transparent mask and a cylindrical device she'd called a tank. "Dr. Chen," Zixthar called out, his translator converting his clicks and whistles into human English. "Surely you're not planning to make direct contact with the corrosive solution?" Sarah turned, her face breaking into what humans called a smile. "The ocean? Of course we are, Commander. That's why we're here. We need to study the marine ecosystems." Zixthar's translator struggled with the concept. "You mean there are living organisms in that toxic soup?" "Toxic?" Sarah laughed, a sound that still unsettled the Valorian commander despite 3 months of working alongside humans. "Commander, Earth's oceans are saltwater too. We evolved from it. Some of us even consider it relaxing." Another human, a male named Marcus Webb, was already wading into the shallows. The waves lapped at his legs, and Zixthar watched in horrified fascination, expecting the human skin to begin dissolving. Instead, Marcus simply bent down and splashed some of the water onto his face. "By the void," Krina gasped. "It's touching his sensory organs directly." "Hey, Commander," Marcus called out, waving. "Water's perfect today, maybe 24 degrees Celsius. Want to join us?" "Absolutely not," Zixthar responded immediately. The mere thought of immersing himself in a sodium chloride solution made his defensive glands secrete stress hormones. For most species in the galaxy, saltwater exposure meant chemical burns at best, fatal corrosion at worst. Dr. Chen finished securing her equipment and approached the water's edge. "Commander, I know this seems strange to you. When we first made contact with the Galactic Council, we were surprised to learn that most species evolved in freshwater environments or on worlds with non-aqueous surface liquids." "Sensible species," Zixthar muttered. Sarah continued, undeterred. "But humans are different. Our blood itself contains salt. We need sodium chloride to survive. Our bodies are adapted to it on a fundamental level." She pulled the mask over her face and waded deeper into the water. When the waves reached her waist, she simply leaned forward and disappeared beneath the surface. Zixthar's hearts, all 3 of them, nearly stopped. "Officer Krina, prepare the emergency medical team. The human has been submerged." But before Krina could respond, Sarah's head broke the surface. She was still smiling, water streaming down her face. She gave them what appeared to be a positive gesture with her thumb, then dove under again. For the next hour, Zixthar and his team watched in amazement as the humans not only survived in the saltwater, but seemed to thrive in it. They dove repeatedly, sometimes staying under for minutes at a time. They emerged with samples, with data, with creatures they'd found in the depths, living creatures that also somehow survived in that corrosive environment. Marcus even performed what he called swimming, a form of locomotion where he propelled himself through the water using only his limbs. It was, Zixthar had to admit, surprisingly elegant. When the survey team finally emerged for a break, Dr. Chen approached the Valorian delegation, her hair still dripping. "Commander, we found 17 new species of fish, 3 types of coral, and what appears to be a colony of bioluminescent jellyfish. This planet is teeming with life. Life that evolved in poison," Zixthar said quietly. "Life that evolved in conditions similar to Earth. Sarah corrected gently. Commander, I understand this is difficult for your species to comprehend. But for humans, the ocean isn't a threat, it's home. Our ancestors crawled out of it millions of years ago, but we never really left it behind. It's in our blood, literally. Zixthar looked out at the vast expanse of water, watching the waves roll endlessly toward the shore. The Galactic Council had written off thousands of worlds like this one, deeming them too dangerous for colonization or study. But here were the humans, diving into what other species considered a death trap. Finding wonder and life where others saw only hazard. Your species continues to surprise us. Dr. Chen, he finally said. Sarah's smile widened. Just wait until you see us handle the deep ocean trenches tomorrow. We're going down to 2,000 meters. Zixthar's exoskeleton went rigid. 2,000 meters? In the saltwater? That's Tuesday, Marcus called out cheerfully, already heading back toward the waves. For us, that's just Tuesday. As Zixthar watched the humans return to the ocean, diving fearlessly into waters that would kill most galactic species within minutes, he made a mental note to update the Galactic Council's files on human capabilities and planetary habitability assessments. Perhaps uninhabitable needed a new definition. Perhaps it simply meant uninhabitable for those who aren't human. Because these peculiar primates from Earth didn't just survive the deadly saltwater, they played in it.